Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
In a tale of two halves, Newcastle United got over the line and secured all 3 points. So from Newcastle's star boy, to the scary Swede aura, to the Lewis Hall response, to Newcastle's future about to massively change as Public Investment Fund Governor and Newcastle United Chairman was present at St. James's Park. As per, join us as we'll discuss the 5 things we learned in Newcastle United 4, Nottingham Forest 3. Also, according to YouTube stats, only about 6% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you like this video or just realized that you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. You can always unsubscribe later. It's free. Enjoy the video.
Let's go!
So the first thing we learned was the star boy. While Alex Isak may grab the headlines, it was Lewis Miley who truly stole the show with his exceptional performance. After Newcastle found themselves 1-0 down, Miley took charge of the game, leveling the score with a superb strike that showcased his talent and composure. His ability to control the midfield was evident throughout the match, as he demonstrated maturity well beyond his years. Having a 7.5, Miley's presence was felt all over the pitch. He not only orchestrated play with 1 goal, 62 touches, and 80% passing accuracy from 46 passes, 1 key pass, 1 out of 2 accurate long balls, but also won several aerial duels, with 2 out of 4 ground duels won, 4 out of 7 aerial duels won, 2 interceptions and 7 defensive actions, contributing to Newcastle's overall dominance. His poise on the ball was particularly impressive, making him the standout player for the team. Notably, Miley became the first player to score more than 1 Premier League goal for Newcastle while aged just 18, solidifying his status as a rising star in the squad. Also, Miley's goal, at just 18 years old, assisted by Lewis Hall, who is 20, meant this was the first time since January 2007 that Newcastle United has had a Premier League goal both scored and assisted by players aged 20 or younger. Back then, David Edgar, who was 19, scored with assistance from James Milner, who was 20. Speaking after the match, Miley said, "Hectic game, played well first half but put ourselves under pressure second half. A really proud moment for me to score again though at the Gallowgate end for my boyhood club." His performance was a reminder of the bright future ahead for both him and the club. Speaking on Miley's game, Howe also praised him, saying, "Yeah, especially in the first half, it mirrored the team really. He was good with the ball, he was attacking a lot. Of course he scored the goal, but he was central to a lot of the good connections we had in the team." In the same midfield, Joe Willock showcased a dynamic performance in the first half, proving nearly unplayable as he drove the team forward. Although his influence waned in the second half, where he appeared more anonymous and was eventually substituted as he looked leggy. His impressive running with the ball in the first half and ability to win individual duels were highlights of the match. Willock also played a crucial role in setting up Isak's second goal, contributing significantly to Newcastle's attacking efforts. Having a 7.0 match rating, 1 assist, 49 touches, 96% passing accuracy, 2 out of 3 successful dribbles and 5 duels won, he was solid. On the other hand, Bruno Guimaraes, with a 6.4 match rating, which was the lowest of any Newcastle player, had a quieter outing, which is unusual given his usual impact on games. Forced into a deeper midfield role after Sandro Tonali was benched, Guimaraes struggled to find his rhythm and was the least effective midfielder on the pitch. While he did attempt to rally the crowd with his customary gestures after winning a throw-in, he failed to ignite excitement during the match. Despite his less impactful performance, Guimaraes took to social media after the game to share an encouraging message with his teammates. As Newcastle's captain, a role he embraced at the start of the season, he expressed his satisfaction with the 3 points, but emphasized the need for improvement, particularly when holding a lead. His Instagram post read, "3 very important points. Very happy about this, but we have to play better, especially when we have the advantage. Your support made the difference once again. How way the boys? Big games ahead, and we keep going together, as always." With 12 Premier League games left, as well as a Carabao Cup final and possible FA Cup matches, he understands that the journey is far from over. His leadership and passion will be vital, as the team navigates the critical final stretch of the season. Then the second thing we learned was the Lewis Hall response. After 1,086,447 fantasy Premier League managers had benched Lewis Hall for the game, he delivered a remarkable performance, reminding everyone of his exceptional skills and potential as one of the best left-backs in the league. His combination of durability and technical ability has made this season a standout for him, showcasing an impressive understanding of the game. Hall knows when to overlap, underlap, or maintain shape, contributing significantly to both defense and attack. Having a 7.9 match rating against Nottingham Forest, Hall produced his best display in a long time, making crucial last-ditch tackles, displaying dynamic dribbling to escape pressure, and providing a couple of assists. He effectively neutralized quality opponents like Anthony Elanga and Callum Hudson-Odoi. With 1 assist, 1 penalty won, 53 passes, an 89% pass accuracy, 3 key passes, 2 out of 2 successful dribbles, 6 tackles, 1 interception, 1 blocked shot, 4 clearances, and a massive 10 out of 14 duels won. In the match, he actually had the most touches, most tackles won, most crosses, joint most duels won, and joint most chances created, proving his defensive prowess, while also contributing offensively, reinforcing his importance to the team. At just 20 years old, it's easy to forget how young he is, especially given his maturity on the pitch. As discussions around the best left-back in England heat up, many are starting to mention Miles Lewis-Skelly alongside Hall. However, Lewis Hall's masterclass, as he was awarded the Man of the Match award this weekend, has made it clear that he is firmly establishing himself as a generational talent. The only area where Miles Lewis-Skelly seems to outperform him is in the unfortunate event of being sent off, but Hall's continued growth and performances suggest he may soon be recognized as the top left-back in the country. Then moving on to the red-hot Swede, Alexander Isak's recent performance has certainly turned heads. He converted a penalty that, while it may not have gone exactly as intended, Isak's aura seemed to have a scary effect on goalkeeper Matt Sells, who fell over as the ball went straight into the net. This goal actually brought Isak's penalty conversion rate to an impressive 90% in the Premier League, with 9 successful attempts out of 10. After a brief dry spell in which he failed to score in 2 consecutive games, Isak made a remarkable comeback by netting 2 goals in 1 match. This double not only marked his 50th goal in the Premier League, but also showcased his exceptional skill and determination. Watching Isak sprint with the ball is a sight to behold, and his second goal was a perfect example of his talent, beginning with a powerful run, seamless link-up play, and a clinical finish. With an 8.0 match rating, it was in the first half that he actually cooked, with 27 touches, 7 touches in opposition box, 3 shots, 2 shots on target, and 2 goals. These goals have solidified his place in history, making Isak the 7th quickest player to reach the milestone of 50 Premier League goals. Additionally, he has now become the leading goalscorer among Swedish players in the league, surpassing Freddie Ljungberg's previous record of 48 goals. With the Golden Boot race heating up, it's clear that Isak's value on the pitch is immense, and the £150 million price tag might just not reflect his true worth as he continues to excel. In the same attack, despite the team scoring 4 goals, it was unusual for Gordon to have no goal involvements. With a 6.8 match rating, 1 successful dribble, 1 big chance missed, 59 touches, 83% passing accuracy, 2 accurate long balls, and 6 out of 11 duels won. He was a constant nuisance for Einar at right back, working tirelessly throughout the match, but failing to deliver the final product. His frustration was palpable, especially towards Wilson, who seemed to miss opportunities to capitalize on Gordon's runs. Wilson, who was brought on late in the game to help secure the win, struggled to hold up the ball effectively. He had a chance to square it to Gordon for a potential 5th goal, but opted to shoot instead, which led to a blocked effort by Murillo. This decision visibly infuriated Gordon, who was seen throwing his arms in frustration after Wilson's shot was thwarted. There may have been a chance that Wilson simply didn't see Gordon's run inside the box, but given how Gordon always applauds how unselfish Isak is, do you think Wilson might have been selfish? Despite these issues, Newcastle managed to secure all 3 points, but it could have been a different story had they needed another goal. This leads us to the other thing we learned, which was the importance of Newcastle United's intensity. In Tale of Two Halves, Newcastle United showcased their incredible potential with a stunning first-half performance against Nottingham Forest, reminiscent of the ferocity they can bring to the pitch. Dominating the game, generating an impressive 2.92 expected goals, XG in the first half, with only Arsenal's 3.27 against West Ham in November surpassing this figure in the Premier League this season. However, the match also served as a reminder of how quickly Newcastle can lose their way when intensity and focus wane. The second half saw Forest almost mount a remarkable comeback, highlighting the stark contrast in field tilt between the two halves. The initial feelings of pride and joy from that blistering first 45 minutes gave way to frustration, as Forest came dangerously close to equalizing. Ultimately, the key takeaway is that Newcastle secured the win, which is what matters most. As Eddie Howe said, "I am trying to control my thoughts and stay positive. We have won the game, and that is what we needed to do." I thought it was a great performance in the first half, and we were everything we weren't at Manchester City. We didn't manage the game well, but overall we are happy with the win. It was always a difficult game, and when they took the early lead, you have a big task. I thought we were great with the ball and looked dynamic, but then a couple of frailties showed in terms of defending set plays. When you win and you have things to improve, that is a good start point. That's what I'll take away from today. Also, on the same tale of contrasting elements, one significant issue during the match was Pope's positioning. He appeared caught off guard for the opening goal by Callum Hudson-Odoi, which resulted from a mistake by Jacob Murphy. Throughout the match, Pope made only 2 saves and struggled with aerial balls, raising concerns about his form. However, on a positive note, Pope's distribution was effective, directly contributing to a crucial goal from Alexander Isak. His ability to launch plays from the back is vital for Newcastle's build-up play, providing a silver lining amid defensive struggles. As the season approaches its critical phase, the question arises: should Nick Pope continue as the starting goalkeeper for his impressive distribution, or should Dubravka take his place for better ball-playing ability? Following the victory, manager Eddie Howe reflected on the ongoing battle for Champions League qualification. With Newcastle now level on points with Manchester City in 5th place and just 3 points behind Forest, the race is heating up. Howe acknowledged the competitive landscape, noting that 5 English teams are vying for a spot in this year's Champions League. "I think there's a host of teams that will have that feeling, that they can qualify. We're in there fighting, and I back us if we're fighting and showing our best qualities, as we did in that first half. We'll hopefully be there towards the end fighting and competing for that place, but nothing is guaranteed. It's such a competitive league this year, and you can see that from our recent home games," said Eddie Howe. So as the season approaches its critical phase, Howe expects a tough fight among multiple clubs, emphasizing the importance of maintaining intensity and focus in the coming matches. Newcastle's potential has been clear. Now, it's about consistency and seizing opportunities as they strive for a return to European competition. Then, also Public Investment Fund, PIF. Governor and Newcastle United chairman, Yasir Al-Rumayyan, was present at St. James's Park for the thrilling 4-3 win over Nottingham Forest. His attendance comes amid discussions on potential new stadium and training ground plans, indicating significant developments for the club's future. At full-time, Al-Rumayyan made his way down the tunnel and had a brief exchange with head coach Eddie Howe. Howe commented that he had briefly spoken with Al-Rumayyan after the final match, saying, "I spoke to him very briefly after the game, just for 10 or 15 seconds before coming to see you. I'm not 100% sure why he was in attendance. It was just good to see him. He was in the same emotional state as I was about the game, so it was a nice moment. He's very invested in the football club. He's on top of everything. It was definitely great to see him." So as Al-Rumayyan had flown to Newcastle after speaking at the FYI Priority event in Miami earlier in the week. His visit underscores the importance of upcoming decisions regarding the future of St. James's Park and the club's training ground. Howe expressed that Al-Rumayyan is deeply invested in the club, always staying informed about its affairs. Overall, the chairman's presence at the match highlights the ongoing commitment to Newcastle's growth and success. Finally, If you want to know about the recently revealed personal terms Newcastle have agreed upon with an exciting star, with a deal close, click the video link on screen now.